It's Mountain Hunter up here in the mountains of eastern Kentucky, doing a little bit of preseason whitetail scouting, and I just want to give you guys a little update, man. I've been really busy, so it's been a couple months since I've had actually a chance to get out here and ride a little bit. Been building a house, so I've been, yeah, if you've ever built a house and you understand, I've been a little busy, but I just want to give you a little update on how the Rubicon's doing, and one of my latest accessories that makes life super easy with this thing. I'm sitting at 176 miles and 40 hours, so not a whole lot more than the last video we did, but just to give you guys a little bit of information, the lights on this thing are doing great. They're still working like the day I put them on, and yeah, just as bright as they can be. They're a little nasty right now, man, but they have been great. Tires are doing awesome. My latest accessory, I actually got this rack off of eBay, and it's not specifically for the Rubicon, but as you can see, it worked out really good. So I just drilled a couple holes right there, and you can just kind of put it, anywhere you want to on here. You can just drill, kind of, you can see in there, kind of just drill wherever you want to. But I set it back a little bit from the seat, so if I need to get back on my seat a little bit, I'm not pressed up against this, steel cage. But I want to say this thing was like 79 bucks, something like that. But nice sturdy cage. I mean, I can put all my junk in here, my backpack, my ammo, water, whatever I need. I'd probably strap a deer in here if I needed to. Just want to go over a couple things. I know my last couple of videos, I've been kind of going over things that I like. So, having had this thing for almost a year, I want to go over some of the things that I don't like as much. And I guess one of the biggest ones is the LCD display. It's a little small. People look at it and be like, wow, it's really small, especially compared to a Polaris, where it's like an iPad. You're looking at an iPad. But what I've come to find out, when I first started riding, I was like, man, it's kind of annoying. It's small, where the other ones are really big and easy to read. What I've come to find out is I don't really look at it that much. It's not, it's not an issue. It's really clear. You can see everything's really clear on it. It's easy to see. It's not that big a deal. And it's kind of hard to see, but you got like a little lip right here. You got some side protection here, so it doesn't ever really get dirty. I've never had to really clean it off that much. It always stays, kind of nice and clean, because this, it's recessed back in this pod a little bit. It has all the information I need. It's not, I don't feel like I need a bigger display, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, if you want a bigger display, yeah, that's great. But I find when I'm riding my friend's Polaris, it's got a nice big screen. I mean, it's probably, quadruple the size of this one. I'm always looking at it, and it's got like a tack and all this cool shit that I don't really use or need. So, yeah, this works out great. So the other thing, and I've kind of touched on it in other videos, is the reverse. So what I found out with the reverse is, if you do not come up with the top of your hand and then start to pull down on the brake lever and go into reverse, see, popped in easy that time, it won't go. But now that I've got some miles on it, I've got a little bit more time on it, it's going in a whole lot easier. So it's really, not a big deal. The ESP auto shift, yeah, still running an ESP, man. I don't really even touch that auto shift anymore, like I kind of went over last time. Let's see, what else? This may look like something small, and most of you guys are probably like, what the fuck is that for? Why would you zip tie a stick to the front of your quad. Well, as you can see, you can probably see from the front of this thing, and you may or may not be able to see it, but this thing is covered in cobwebs, man, all over the place. Spiders everywhere. And it took me about, I won't really tell you guys how long it took me to figure out something to put on the front of this thing to keep the cobwebs. See, they're all over the place, man. All of my lights, all over my rack. To keep the cobwebs on me when I'm going through the woods. It's super annoying. You know, it sounds like, you know, something really, really small, and it kind of looks retarded, but it's believe me, it's super functional. It makes a huge difference from, you know, having to pull spiders off your face and shit while you're riding through the woods. Other than that, it's been doing great. I actually had to get in some diff lock action today coming up the mountain. The creek was rutted out really bad, and it had been getting a lot of rain here recently, and yeah, but spun a little bit in two-wheel drive, hit that four-wheel drive, spun a little bit more, put it in diff lock, walked out of there like it was nothing. So yeah, definitely a feature that I enjoy. Another thing, I don't know, can't remember, it's been, you know, a couple months since I did my last video, if I actually touched on the seat height on this thing compared to a Foreman. If you're trying to decide on a Rubicon or a Foreman, I'll tell you right now, the seat is much more comfortable on the Rubicon. Now, it's not uncomfortable on the Foreman, but when you sit on this, super plush, super plush. But there is a couple inches difference in the actual ride height. So your center of gravity, this one will tip a little bit faster than a regular Foreman will. We've got the 03 Foreman, and I'm much more confident riding in off cambers and things like that. You just feel like you sit down in it a lot more. This one, you kind of feel like you sit on top of it a little bit. You get used to it, not a huge deal, but something you need to know if you're looking at both of these. Other than that, not a whole lot. Give you guys a little overview of kind of the terrain I'm in. Come up here every September and every October to do my scouting for November rifle season. So it's kind of what I'm up here doing today. Just kind of a light scouting trip. Still have a lot of vegetation, so it's kind of hard to see anything. But yeah, she's doing great, guys. Don't have a single thing to say about it bad. EFI is wonderful. I hadn't rode it in, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 weeks, and man, fired right up. It was super nice. If you've ever had a carbureted machine, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It'll start up, then it'll die, then it don't want to start back, then it takes 15 minutes to warm up. Yeah, you don't have any of those issues with the EFI Rubicon. But yeah, I'm gonna put some more videos on, guys, tonight about some rifle scopes that I'm checking out. I've got a Night Force and one of the new 6 Sour Whiskey 5s. So if you guys are interested in hunting, scopes, optics, guns, stuff like that, going to be getting into more into that closer we get to deer season. But I'll probably upload some more videos tonight about the scopes if you guys are interested about that. But till then, that's about it, guys. Everything's running great. If you guys have any questions, concerns, issues, thinking about one of these, you can see mine's look back here in the rear diff area. See, she's a little dirty. Got leaves everywhere. I wash it off about once a year. So she gets some use. You can see down in here where the exposed brake is. But I've not had, I just cleaned the leaves out from it, and works fine. No issues. You would, yeah. Working great. Awesome, guys. If you guys want to come back later on and check out some of the optics videos, like I said, I'll probably post those later on tonight when I get back to the hotel. But yeah, it's Mountain Hunter out. Talk to you guys later.